being on Broadway what it means.
On. What are you talking about? Bucket list check. Yes.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Four-time Grammy winner Yolanda Adams is stepping into the role of Miss Liza Jane in Alicia Keys' hit musical Hell's Kitchen beginning on November 21st. And I caught up with Yolanda here at Starchild at the Civilian. First of all, I am thrilled to be sitting with you here as you're about to make your Broadway debut. How excited are you?
I am so excited. You know, I don't need any type of anything. I wake up joyous. I wake up grateful, and I'm glad to be here in New York. And the energy is bananas. So it's like, yay!
There's nothing like Broadway. Was this a dream of yours? Like maybe one day I'll come to Broadway?
Oh, absolutely. As a kid who did theater in junior high school, and then finally get inducted into the thespian club when you're in high school, you know, that's like an achievement. And so the music took off before the acting did, but it was always there.
Well, let's talk about the music. Was it in the family? Your love for music? Yeah.
My love for music started with my mom and my dad. My mom was a music major and piano teacher, our minister of music at church. My dad was, you know, also a lover of music, but he loved all types of variety. Yeah. So we heard blues, we heard Beethoven, we heard all kinds of things in the house. And so all of us can sing. Yeah. I'm the one that chose to just do it for a profession.
So at what age did you realize, like, oh my gosh, I have this voice?
Because you grow up around people who sing so well and all the time, you just think everybody can. Yeah. It wasn't until I was had to be about 19 or 20, when a young lady who heard one of my recordings said, "You helped me through my stroke." And I was like, oh my God, there's a responsibility with this music. And I took it seriously from that moment on. Not that I didn't take it seriously before, but it turned into a responsible passion.
Yeah. You know, you have healed so many people through your music. You're a four-time Grammy Award winner. That must be so exciting, right? Where do you keep the Grammys?
I keep the Grammys in my office. Yeah. You know, and I only show them off when, you know, I'm taking pictures for magazines and stuff like that. But yeah, I keep them there because I'm in my office a lot, doing business and meditating, doing a whole bunch of things that make my day great. Yeah. And I always get a chance to look out of my left eye and see, you know, that peripheral vision and see those beautiful statues. And I'm like, wow. Not only are you blessed, you have the iron or the metal that says your peers love what you do. Yeah. So it's never old. It's always amazing. We're nominated again this year.
Congratulations on that.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh my gosh. So it never gets old.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Broadway. Yes. You saw Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
Before you knew you were going to go in?
Before I knew I was going to go in.
So what was that like?
It was like, you know how you sit and you watch something and you're like, I could play that role. And then all of a sudden, Adam and Alicia call and say, hey, we have this idea. And I'm like, what?
That's a great phone call.
That is a wonderful phone call.
You take that phone call.
Take that phone call with joy.
Yeah. So then, like, you started already, right? You've started rehearsals?
The rehearsals have started, yes.
Yeah. So what's it been like being in the rehearsal room, learning to sing Alicia Keys songs?
Well, I'm an Alicia Keys fan, so I know the songs. And now I know the songs to Hell's Kitchen, how the songs couple with all of the acts and the scenes and the action and all of that. It's like amazing. The one thing I have to get used to is making sure my feet are in the right place so that I don't roll off.
Roll off that piano, right? When you roll out for your big entrance, right?
Absolutely. But I love the music. I love the people. The cast is amazing. Yeah. I have been working with My Alley. Yeah. And she is so fantastic. Everyone in the cast can sing.
Yeah.
Everyone, even the dancers can sing. I'm like, what is going on around?
That's how it's done now on Broadway.
Yes, it has to be.
Well, let's talk about the role. I know you're still in the rehearsal process, but you begin pretty soon on November 21st.
Yes, I do.
So talk about Liza Jane and what you love about her already.
The thing I love about Liza Jane is the fact that she is adamant about mentoring Allie to the fullest. And she's kind of like warp speeding it because she has something that she's keeping secret from Allie and the world, period. So I love the fact that her mentorship is authentic. I also love the fact that as the play goes on, she becomes more vulnerable and she's trusting more because, she's a woman who is, of a certain age and a certain stature and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes we as strong people, period, whether you're a man or a woman, sometimes we don't allow people into our space. Yeah. And so I love the fact that after a certain time, she's allowed Allie in and then becomes so engulfed in teaching all that she knows to her in that small amount of time. It's like, okay, we've got to do this. We got to do this. We got But the one thing that I think reminds me the most of myself with Miss Liza Jane is that I know it's in you. And so people I mentor and even my daughter and my nieces and nephews, I know what's in you. Come on, let's bring that out.
Mentors are really important if you have them in your life.
Mm-hmm. And our first mentors are our parents and our grandparents and people who surround us, our community or our village, as we call it. And then as we grow up and start exploring, then all of a sudden it's the art teacher or the gym teacher or somebody that has that nugget that you need at the right time.
Who was your biggest mentor outside of the family?
Outside of my family, it would have to be musically, it would have to be Nancy Wilson. Yes.
I love Nancy Wilson. Yeah.
She was such a force in my life. She was the person who actually told me I needed to do the music as well as radio. She said, because radio will open you to a whole different audience and the people will see that you're intelligent, you have this sense of humor, you know how to talk about political ideals or, sports and all of that. She was the reason I did the show.
What a mentor to have.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yes.
Okay. Have you seen yourself done up as Liza Jane yet?
I have not.
Okay. When? Okay. Oh, wow. You must be really looking forward to that, right?
Yes,
when she comes to life, finally, right?
Yes. The hair, the makeup, all of, just everything that embodies her, because the clothing is very important. All of those things are very, very important. And once that happens, I think that's when the magic happens.
This is such an important show. There are many people. This show is changing so many lives.
Yes.
And people seeing themselves in Alicia and in Allie. So I live in Manhattan Plaza, where, of course, this takes place. And Alicia, I remember her growing up in the building, and you can see it right through the window, right there. It's right over there, the famous Hell's Kitchen, Manhattan Plaza. But I mean, why do you think this show is so popular and changes people's lives?
Well, first of all, the impact that Alicia's had on culture is very, very important. A young lady who came from, like you said, Hell's Kitchen, who knows the New York scene, who knows the music, the global music scene, but also has those tender moments of just real life that people have gone through or they've seen people go through. And so you find yourself, like you said, in some of the characters, but everyone can find themselves in Allie because there are always those times of doubt. There's always those times of rebellion, so you have all of that wrapped into one little person. And I think that was just great.
So you're about to make your Broadway debut on November 21st. Yes. What are you looking forward to the most about that first performance on stage at the Shubert Theatre? The
first performance for me, I'm looking forward to just being in the moment, enjoying it, because I've been on stages all over the world, but this stage is important right now.
Yeah.
And I want to be so present that people say, I can see her as Liza Jane. You know, I don't want them to see Yolanda Adams. I want them to see Miss Liza Jane.
Yeah.
Yes.
And being on Broadway, what it means.
Come on. What are you talking about? Bucket list check. Yes.
Have the best time. This has been glorious sitting with you here today. But I mentioned SpongeBob. I just wanted to say something about SpongeBob. When I was going to talk to her, like, oh my gosh, I've heard her music before.
Absolutely.
Writing, you've already written for Broadway.
Written for Broadway, never starred in Broadway. So it's just like, man, this is full circle. My mom, before she passed, she said, I see Broadway. I see Tony's. I see a whole bunch of stuff for you. So you keep going no matter what. I'm like, okay. And then we got the call from Tina. She's like, we need you on this soundtrack. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And of course, I was always a fan of SpongeBob. My godson was a huge fan of SpongeBob at the age of 4.
That's it.
And I'm like, what? You don't even understand the jokes, but the whole sponge, and then to work with the cast just phenomenal. So yeah.
Well, that's 2 Broadway checklists you've already done on your bucket list.
Yes. And hopefully next year we will have another Broadway checklist.
Stay tuned at Broadway World for next year, right?
Yeah, I'm vying for Miss Liza Jane again next year.
Listen, this has been a real pleasure. Welcome to Broadway.
Yes, thank you so much.